Sarah Ferguson remembers taking the royal corgis on Queen Elizabeth II's special path. Sarah Ferguson described a tender experience with Queen Elizabeth II's corgis on a recent walk while the Duchess was recovering from breast cancer. "I took all 7 doggies yesterday to where the Queen would have walked them," the Duchess of York, 63, said on her Tea Talks with the Duchess and Sarah podcast on Wednesday, July 12. "I was talking to them and asked, 'Now where do we go?' And they were pointing the way." After undergoing single mastectomy surgery, Ferguson wasn't as mobile as she was in the past. The pups, who were the late Queen's beloved pets, were itching to go on a walk and were used to being taken on the walks constantly by others. So once her doctor had cleared her for light activity, she took the dogs out on the sentimental stroll. "There was a little woodland walk that was made especially for the Queen and just so special," she recalled. "It was actually very wonderful to have a moment to really remember because this time last year the Queen would have been going to Balmoral. And we would have walked exactly where we walked yesterday together. And then the Queen would have said, 'See you up in Scotland.'" Ferguson noted that she found the outside adventure moving. Following the walk, she and her ex-husband Prince Andrew, whom she cohabitates with at the Royal Lodge in Windsor, sat down in the garden to reflect on the loss of his mother. Elizabeth, who was also the mother of King Charles III, Princess Anne and Prince Edward, died in September 2022 at age 96. "We sat quietly under some really beautiful trees," she claimed, "and I asked him if he was okay without his mom and dad. It's lonely," he said, "and he thinks about a lot. People deal with sadness in their own unique way." Ferguson had her own terrifying health fight 9 months after the death of her mother-in-law. She discovered she had breast cancer during a routine mammography test. She was advised that she needed surgery, which she underwent successfully, a spokeswoman for the Duchess told Us Weekly in June. The Duchess is receiving the best medical care available, and her doctors have assured her that her prognosis is favorable. She is now recovering at home with her family. The Duchess wishes to express her heartfelt gratitude to all of the medical personnel who have assisted her in recent days. Sarah advised everyone to seek a screening after learning of her diagnosis on a June episode of her podcast. "It's very important that I speak about it," she stated. "I'm telling people because I want everyone who is listening to this podcast to get checked out. Go get screened and leave."